Hello, your tech admin here, and today I'm going to be talking about my Toshiba Tecra 500 CS. I got this just last year at a yard sale for about 20 bucks. I was pretty excited when I found it. It's a machine from about 1996. It's got a 120 megahertz Pentium processor in it with 16 megs of onboard memory. It's expandable up to 144 megs, I believe. We're just going to go ahead and go over the outside ports and stuff here. Up front we have the 6-speed CD-ROM drive, various indicator lights, and IR sensor port that's a little bit pushed in. That may have been my fault. A Win modem over here. This is the release for the hard drive, I believe, yeah. Around back we have the AC in. This is VGA, serial, PS2 keyboard and mouse, another IR, your various audio and parallel. On the other side we have volume here, a fan, Kingston lock down here. This guy releases the CD-ROM from the front, the power button here, the connector for the external floppy, or the external enclosure I should call it, and 2 PC card slots there. Now, when I got this machine, it had Windows 95 on it, and I blew it away because it had a lot of personal files on it, and reinstalled Windows 95. I would now consider that a mistake because I haven't been able to get all the drivers reinstalled properly. It's just really hard to track them down. I should have really looked to see if they were all available before I blew it away. But I've got most of everything working as it should. I've got a couple of drivers that are missing, but other than that, everything functions right now. The battery, when I got it, was working and would hold a 30-ish minute charge. Since then it's sat in my closet and now it no longer holds a charge. So there you go. Batteries, they just don't last. So this also came with this enclosure, and I'm assuming this came with the computer when it was new. Right now it's got this this floppy drive in it here, and I can take this and it plugs right into the side here, that port I mentioned earlier. If I can get it in there properly, there we go. So there you go, that connects that way, so you can have CD-ROM and floppy disk. But an interesting thing, you can also, if you prefer to have internal floppy, you can push this guy here in. There's a latch here. We just click that over, and if we pull this lever over here, it ejects the CD-ROM drive, just like that. Pull that right out. And then if we come over to the enclosure here, we press in this side guy here and push that from the back. Well, I'm having trouble with it. So if I'm missing anything, I don't want to break it. Oh, there it goes. It's just a little stuck. The floppy disk drive slides out of that enclosure, and it will slide right into the laptop, just like that. Now, an interesting note about this is, while both the CD-ROM drive and the floppy disk drive will work in the computer, only the floppy drive will work in the external enclosure. So even though the CD-ROM drive fits in it, it will not function. So that's a little interesting point there. So yeah, enough babbling out of me. Let's go ahead and boot this puppy up. Again, just like my last video, this laptop, which computer did I do last time? It was the satellite, the other satellite. But that one as well as this one had the trackpad instead of a trackpad. This laptop is circa about 1996, I believe. If I can fish the power cable out from over here, I will plug it up and we will boot it up. There we go. Alright, power, and away we go. Get the On camera there. And the CMOS is dead. No surprises there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say now, yes, the screen does look as terrible as it does on camera. It is not the best screen ever. LCD technology wasn't exactly great back then. There we go, counting up the memory. See if I can adjust the contrast a little bit to make it more visible. That looks better. So here we go, Windows 95 booting up. Not the fastest operating system to start. It's asking me to restart my computer already. And I believe that has something to do with the audio card. It seems like every time the CMOS goes dead, the audio goes out in Windows, and if I reboot it, I do believe it'll start working again, but we won't bother with that in this video. So yeah, here we are, Windows 95 up and running. Down to properties here. See, or maybe you can't, I don't really know how well this is going to show up on camera. Let's try to zoom in a little bit. Focus. There you go. Pentium with 16 megs of RAM. It's exciting stuff here. So I'm going to head on over to Device Manager, and I don't have. One of the drivers I couldn't find was the PCMCIA controller, and also there's some stuff missing with the sound card there. I don't know if you can see any of this at all. So there's some stuff missing. Infrared port drivers missing. PCMCIA drivers are missing. I've lost my mouse pointer because the screen is terrible and I can't see it. And I don't know what's going on here with these codecs, but something's not right there either. But yeah, other than that, it is more or less completely functional. So yeah, I'm hoping to eventually get more memory for this machine. Like I said, it's expandable up to 144 megs. So I hope to at least bump it up to a lightweight Linux distribution, and I'm not sure how well a 120 megahertz Pentium processor will handle something like Puppy Linux, but hey, it's worth a try. And if all else fails, of course, I can just always throw Windows 98 on there and call it done. But yeah, that is my Toshiba Tecra 500CS. Thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, just leave them below the video there in the comment section, and I'll get back to you if and when I can. Thanks for watching, guys.